Today is a very exciting day. I'm shooting the first image in a new fine art series. We're taking on a topic that is both extraordinary and very ordinary, personal and universal, and more graphic than anything I've portrayed before, and that's the theme of childbirth. It's a topic that's fascinated me for many years, and now's the day where I bring it into my photography. What I'm determined to create is something that portrays birth in a more positive and empowering way. Images that, quite frankly, I've never seen before. I've become very aware that people have certain associations with birth. They tend to think that perhaps a more high-tech environment, more medicine and more insurance is making birth safer, when really it's the opposite. I have a very specific and passionate vision for each image in this series, very richly inspired in particular by a French term, Salle Sauvage, which translates to primitive room, used by a famous French obstetrician, Michel Odent, to describe the rooms in his hospital to comfort and accommodate the labouring woman. Soft furnishings, water, dimmable lights, to access her primal mind and have a smoother and even ecstatic experience. As a photographer, I never like to do things in a boring way. I like to use rich aesthetics and slightly surreal locations, and when I first saw pictures of this place, it really spoke to me because it's its own little primitive room. It's almost as if the walls of a living room have become transparent and we're seeing into the private space of this birthing woman. The reason I've cast Gina is because of her ability to play a very primal and passionate woman. And this is what this scene's about, because it's really important that Gina represents this mother that is in a very extremely hands-off labour. She is delivering her own child, basically. We have also a midwife in the scene, the option of a male character playing the father, and also a prosthetic, very lifelike baby.
Just trying to feel that connection in the core, and obviously this is the most powerful thing a woman can do, so we need to get the posing and the emotion through the body. With lots of my stuff, I try to be the character. If I haven't been through it, I'll try and imagine it.
I think it was really interesting because she was working very much from her inner woman, which is exactly how birth works best, when women are truly free, safe, private and undisturbed, and able to act instinctively.
I'm shooting today with a Phase 1 IQ3 and 100 megapixel digital back because I want the very best that I can possibly get from the resolution of this scene, and also I want to get that in one frame. It's just a question of putting together the jigsaw pieces of all of this scene to make sure it's all rendered in this beautiful cinematic technicolor that I see in my mind's eye.
The lighting for this is pretty challenging. We're shooting this glass cube, which has obviously got multi-reflectional sides to it. So what we've been doing, we've been shooting at 1250 per second at f4 ISO 50. So that needs a lot of light, which is good for obviously blocking out any of the sunlight. We've got these nice RGB, the red, greens and blues. But overall we've got a variety of exposures to work on.
From shooting fashion models for years and seeing pictures of women looking beautiful and sexy and young and feminine and all these things, but never really quite powerful. That is what this series is all about. People going, whoa, when they see these images, because that's what I want to put out there, this new imagery showing just the whole wonder and the emotions and textures of childbirth. I think that we're starving for images like this.